Hi, this is Frank from Power Concepts. I want you to stop rebuilding reports from scratch. If you've ever created one pivot table and then recreated another pivot table, another one from the same data, just to have a few different reports, then this video will save you so much time. In the last two videos, we looked at organizing and filtering data. And today we're going to take a look at how to summarize data using one of Excel's most powerful tools, the pivot table. The goal is simple. We're going to build a pivot table, which I'm going to call Pivot Source. And all of our other reports are going to be copies of that one and then modified. And that way we get all the settings perfect and then we just copy it. I'm going to walk you through 4 essential steps that you need to do and 2 optional steps. Let's get started. Here is our table and the data. And first of all, we want to put it in a table format. Then we're going to go to table design. And we're going to hit summarize with the pivot table. I'm going to hit OK. And now we're ready to start building our table. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the numbers that we're going to be summarizing. So I'm going to take the billing number and I'm going to drag and put it into the values. I don't like to check because Excel might put it in the wrong place. So I'm going to drag and put it there. I'm going to take this number and make sure that it's formatted the way I want. I'm going to say I don't want to have any cents in this report. So I'm going to decrease that. And by doing this one number, we're going to expand this number. It will keep this formatting for all of them. After that, I'm going to take the date and put the date into the rows column. And inside here, I'll just click on one of these dates, and under the pivot table analyze, I am going to group this selection. This is important because I may not want a report that has days, but if this report goes over more than 1 year, then I must choose years, because else it will just put all the Januaries in one January without distinguishing between them. So I'm going to have years and months, and I'm going to hit OK, and now I have grouped the date into the grouping that I like. After that, we're going to rename this pivot table. So up here, I'm going to click up here in the name, and I'm going to call it PVT because we may have more pivot tables, just like we start tables with TBL, etc. So I'm going to say it's PVT, and I'm going to just call this one source. This will be our pivot source. And I'm going to rename the sheet as well, just for convenience. So I'm going to just call that one source. The fourth thing that I like to do is in the pivot table analyze, I am going to go to the options, and I don't like this auto fit columns on update because else every time I do it, all the columns change, and I like to set them and be exactly the same. One other thing is for empty cells, by default it's blank. I generally prefer to have a 0 in there, but that can change, but I will set that to whatever I like, and I'm going to hit OK. There are 2 optional items that you could add as well. So for instance, I'm going to get rid of the years and months, and I may want to add a project into the rows and do a grouping. The other thing I might want to do is if I'm going to do any calculations, if I need to calculate for tax and add a calculated field, I would do this at this time. I'm going to change this back and add the years and the months into there. Now that I've got my perfect source file, I'm going to copy this to make whatever report that I want to make. So, for example, if I hold Control and drag, I'll get another copy of it. I'm going to rename this one Projects. And into this data, I'm going to take the projects and put that into the columns. And now I get a nice breakdown by project. Perfect report. I'm going to adjust my column widths, make them a little bit wider. And now I just have to leave this. I just refresh the data and I will get the reports that I want. I'll go back and I'm going to also rename this one from Pivot Source to Pivot Company. Let's do the same thing again. I'm going to go to Source, and I'm going to copy this. In this one, I'm going to say Project Detail. So I'm going to just call it Project I'm going to rename this. And I decide I want to put project into the rows and trades into the columns and see a detailed report for all of my projects. And I repeat this process over and over again, each time copying my source, renaming the sheet, renaming the table, and then building whatever report that I want. And I don't change this report. I just leave this report the same. And all I have to do is refresh the data. I'm going to maybe take this and just adjust the column width. Perfect. And just leave this. And then we refresh the data and away we go. The important idea is we're not starting over each time. We make one well-designed pivot source and then we just keep copying it. In the next video, we're going to build on this, and I'm going to build pivot charts. And then in our end of the month webinar, we're going to have a 30-minute free workshop where I'm going to show you how we can take all those charts, those pivot charts, and turn them into a dashboard. I'm hoping that you'll sign up for that webinar and come join us in a couple of weeks. If you want hands-on practice with this content and other content, all of this is covered in our Excel Advanced Data Management course, and I hope to see you in our upcoming sessions. Thank you.